Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This will be a crafting video, some updates. I have been up, I would say earlier these days, but it's kind of been all over the place. I joined this um, Ukrainian mentor community and I'm just seeing the um, meetings in the clubs so far because sometimes you um, have a student sooner, and sometimes it could take a couple months because somebody was mentioning that um, the person didn't receive a student until like 3 months in. So I'll see they tried to match based off of like me and the student. So to see if um, maybe it could be interest because they were asking if I was interested in teaching topics that I know a good amount of. So they were talking specifically about herbal medicine, and uh, that was the main one. And I feel like it could branch out into modern medicine too, or something that isn't complementary alternative medicine like herbal medicine is. So, um, I had a meeting today, and you could go, but if you have other things that you're doing, you don't have to go. Um, but um, I went because it was talking about like maybe if you're going to be giving or if you have given students assignments and the layout of Google to see how you'll do like the sessions and um, I um, wanted to go because I want to be a valued member of the team. So I was thinking about the art class or the art club, which maybe you would think like that would be the first. But so far, um, I haven't been able to attend yet. Yesterday, I brought my godbrother to the airport, and um, I didn't get to attend because sometimes it's like really it's not usually like afternoon or early night for me. For this time zone, usually it's like around 8 or 9 for the um more to my time zone. But then sometimes it's like 2 a.m., which I'm awake at that time. Um, Sometimes the sessions may last longer than an hour. So, I mean, of course, if you have other things, you could leave whenever you can. Um, but I tried to stay. So, I've been doing something. I am happy that I got a pouch finished, and I'm just trying to do as much as I can to give into health, and hopefully it doesn't come out in, um, I don't know, it could come out in a different way because some things maybe to you might be uh, thought, like when you say something, it'll be thought out in this way, and then somebody has a different reaction, or I feel like sometimes there's this saying where it's implicated. I hear that a lot in politics. I don't know so much about politics with like the terminology, but it kind of reminds me of like that time where this person sued McDonald's because their coffee was hot and they won. I think because I'd have to double check on it, but like they won because they didn't have the warning sign saying that the coffee was hot. And it's kind of strange to gauge because sometimes, well, a lot of times you have certain coffee machines that regulate temperatures in ways. And then before, when I used to work as a barista, this was a while ago, a couple of years ago, and some people I feel like they would mainly complain if it was like too cold or like lukewarm, which I get. Um, and for somebody that doesn't really drink coffee too, because I don't drink it often, um, I already have weird hours that I sleep as it is, so I don't think it'll be doing much for me other than keeping me awake, and then I'll end up just passing out at some point. But um, I have been wanting to do like these gift ideas. We had this post that was sent to us, so I figured I would include that in the last video too, where it is the letter to uh, Cremina. Cremina. Hopefully, it was kind of, well, if it was correct, that would be nice, because if it's wrong, it's wrong. It so um I put that on the in the description too. So for me, I'm doing some supply stuff. So I finished the first pouch and I'm happy. I've been saying like I'm happy it turned into something because with sewing, like I never know, and sometimes uh well, I've been trying to do things um well, I do try to do it correctly, and there's more than one way of doing lots of things with sewing, but I did make it more narrow, and I don't mind this size actually. Um, I was kind of thinking in my head when I first was thinking about this, about making these pouches and then putting some supplies and then putting some supplies outside of the bag because I know I'm not gonna be able to make absolutely nearly as many as I would like to. But I do like the size. I was thinking maybe like here, but it might take around the same amount because one of the things that I have to make sure I remember is to remember to have the space where I'm going to box the corners and where the bottom is going to be, because there was this time where I was trying to make a pouch and I forgot about the extra down here, so I already didn't have a lot of fabric to work with for that one. And then it just made it even shorter because I still wanted the bottom to be boxed. So This is the back. I don't have enough of this color, but the other day I went to the thrift store and I got like a pale yellow type of, sorry, I don't know why I feel like maybe I'm talking too quickly, but I got this like pale cream yellow type of pillowcase, and I really like it. I like the more gentle yellow tones too. I do like yellow in general. So I saw that and I thought that it would be nice for maybe like a more, I don't want to say traditional, but with the off-whites, it kind of gives a different look. This one I did, well, this is like a cream color. I do have a little bit of white. I don't really buy white that often. The white that I have is from a pillowcase. It was just like the edging of the opening side. I don't know what you call that, but um and then I use the plaid here. I'll see other patterns for quilting. Um I would say with knitting too, I am kind of picky. I'm not saying I don't like them, but if I put time into it, I want to see if I really enjoy it because I've been just on the quilt star kick and I just want to make quilt stars and patchwork. Those are the two main ones that I've been excited about, and I do like the half square triangle thing that I did for the purse. So I chose a green zipper for this, and um I don't have a zipper foot, so I didn't get like super close to the teeth, but um I did sew it, so, and I did top stitch it, so there's that sewing the layers, I guess. And the inside I made the one is, I have a blue bed sheet that I brought here. I did the tabs. I don't know if I should have done them a little longer. I did them like an inch shorter because different videos tell you different things, but when they make different things, but there's again other ways of doing multiple things in sewing. So I'm really happy that I was able to get the zipper on, and actually the pole I had to look up how to put it on because I did have to cut it more because they were saying to cut one side longer than the other so you could insert it one of the ways that the pole is going, and that's how it goes on because otherwise I was like I eventually got it when I didn't do that, but then trying to even out the teeth, um it was, well, it didn't stay because I accidentally pulled the zipper pull off and had to start over. And this one, well, the set that I have, it doesn't have the end pieces to stop the zipper, which is okay, and I already knew that. Um, but I'm happy I got it because there's a lot to choose from. And I just did the tabs and it works. So I'm thinking about my other one. I do have coursework, of course, but because it's towards the, not like the com like end of the course, but it's towards the end where I got fingerprinting and I did my drug test the other day, and I had to go to like specific locations for it. It wasn't at the college. So there was just like a lot of things to do here and there. Um, and I just wanted to make a video because I don't know if I was just like, because I'm thinking, and I feel like I'm thinking things through. Sometimes I'm more uh flamboyant in a lot of aspects, so maybe some things that I say or do sound extreme, but I'm not sure. And to be honest, sometimes it's I don't really give much of an explanation. Sometimes I just like shit it all out there, and then people are like, what is going on? I have the other fabrics for the next one. I want to make a suede one, and I think I might just do that one tone just in case, because I've been trying to make it at least a little more neutral. And then, uh, lucky for me, the colors that were left after doing the skirt, because I am trying to gather a little more fabric to have, because most of my fabric went to the skirt. Um, are colors that I don't really go for. So like maybe I do like navy. It's one of well I enjoy that color, but I do a lot of florals and I do love plaid. I was saving some plaid for other projects. And since I did the skirt, I kind of well, I feel a lot more motivated to do more like clothing projects. Because I did have fun with that skirt. Maybe I'll do pants another time because pants just irritate me. So I have this one, and I was thinking I would do maybe two pouches with this. I'll see the fabric. So, know if you could see. I wasn't sure where I would use this. I felt like I would do like a wonky house with it. Um, as I sew more, I've been kind of trying to do stuff less wonky to practice that. But it has dogs and cacti. So I thought that was fun. And I was thinking to do like a contrast for the bottom. So this is like a taupe color. It's coming out like it's like more like that. But then I also wanted to do one with like maybe a green bottom. I have a lot of green and well, I have a lot of earthy colors that I like, but I haven't been using as much. It's weird because it depends on where I'm living too. Because when I was in Massachusetts, I would like wear green almost all day. And now I rarely wear green. I still love green. I think it goes with me. Um, when I was in the DMV area, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, I wore a lot of like winter colors, and I'm not sure why. But well, I think also because the stuff that you get, it kind of varies based off of the type of stuff that's going on um in that area. Like what's like the vibe there, and in a lot of ways um the groups that could be there. Um because I know in different areas you get different people because we're um the it's like there's immigrants here, and that's what makes America. And I'm not going to go into that discussion in this video, but it's still just like so crazy how um this whole thing is, well, a lot of the things are happening, and it's just like it's so um it doesn't make sense, but I'll do that for a reading. I went to Dollar Tree because I was getting a drink, and I got the dish drying mats. I got two of them. I wanted to make a purse. Do I need another purse? I just enjoy making them, and I do want to make them. I want to make the next one more structured. So I feel like, well, it will give more structure. So these are the ones that I got. Some stores have the plain ones. I actually like this pattern. Um, I'm not sure where I would put it if I didn't cover it, but I'm gonna put other fabric on top of it. And I think I might do another star. I just love the stars. At some point, I would like to do sunflowers. I don't have the fabric for that, but eventually. And um, it was between going with these because I also got this. Um, I don't usually go for this. Isn't really a solid color because it looks like the weft and the warp are different. I don't know if those terms apply for this because I'm just using the terms that I know from weaving because it's like two colors, and one color it looks like it's going like this across, and then it just looks like they combine two colors together. You can see, and I thought that was nice because a lot of I like patterns. I don't really go for a lot of solid colors. Well, I've been using a lot of the cream bed sheets. I nearly finished that, so at some point I'll get more, but it's not the most fun one to get, but it is one that I have used a lot. Um, I get solids here and there. So I was thinking maybe doing a project for this, but I don't think I have enough fabric to do like a bag because I'm gonna use both of them. I wanted to make like a duffel or like box bag, and I think it's gonna be like that shape because I do like that shape. They asked when the fall colors would come out, and the cashier was saying that she didn't know because it's like kind of random. So maybe it was out of the blue that they just had that one color, like that fall color, or maybe it was like not yet. But there's some like there's a lot of fall decor out right now, and I'm loving that because it's my favorite. So those were the main things. Either that or I don't know if I said I was gonna do the suede for the bag because I do want a suede bag. I'm gonna have enough because there's like a couple of pounds of suede in there, and I won't need all of it for sure. I'm gonna make some pouches with that um fabric or material. Do I want to say anything else? I actually got a DMV appointment today. It was like I checked it because I think some locations are less busier than others. I think the one that I have been going to now is a little less busy. Um, well, if I just hope nothing is going. I hope it goes smoothly. I think it could. Um, but with the DMV, I have gone there so many times this year, so I'll see. But for other states, I haven't had this. But I don't know if there's always changes, and especially with stuff going on now, it just has been um more stuff. So I think that's it. I have a lot of, well, there's less reading for this term, a little bit, but they kind of get you with having maybe a section less of this, but then adding more reading for another section. And another testing area where it's like the national testing type of section. And we have, I guess, gotten the admittance to access those study sources that are on another site that we got the code for to get. So, um, I think I'm thinking I might want to do more of like mm, the medrec or reconciliation, and I feel like that is something that would kind of go with my personality maybe. Well, I tried to do the bare minimum with talking to the patients, because I kind of mainly like to do the job on my own most of the time. But um, if it's different from like ringing people up or something and giving their medication like that, um, I think it's a little more okay because you're going through their profile and making sure that there aren't any changes to maybe their insurance or if they have developed allergies because you could always develop allergies. I didn't say I'm allergic to Japanese mayonnaise. It This seems more specific because I think it's like because I already knew that it was going to be more creamier and I think it's more natural. So whatever it is, it's more milk based because I just had like a couple of I didn't even put it on a whole sandwich and this was a while ago. And then the next morning, because I had something for dinner with that had it, um, and I had like hives. So that's like that and heavy cream and pasta. So whatever is the high content in there, it's like setting me off. But I like vegan mayonnaise. I think I'm gonna get some vegan mayonnaise at some point. I had to go grocery shopping. But you're looking to see if their insurance has changed. One of the main things is it going through their medication and not just you like saying the medication and the directions. You're wanting them to say, so can you read this off of maybe the bottle that they brought with the strength and they'll read it just to make sure like we're both on the same page and then reading the directions on the bottle for them to read the directions. Make sure that they're taking it and adhering to what the directions and the dosage is. And sometimes it's like an honest mistake where maybe they don't take the amount that it says because the directions are like take 2 tablets 2 times a day and they're not taking the full amount. Um, so that would be something to discuss if there's any adverse effects. The frequency, of course, like again, if they're abiding by the or well, abiding, but if they're going by what the directions are, which I guess in a way is, but that sounded more aggressive. And if they wanted to um, continue the medication, maybe they could discuss wanting to put it on hold or wanting to see what other medications would be better for them because there's different drug families and well different drugs within that family, different mechanisms of action. So some drugs might affect or have adverse effects with other medications, which you would take notes, and the medrecs would take a lot of notes. That's like one of their things that they do. And um, like if there's a certain medication that could affect maybe the age group, and again, mechanism and action. Some medication can affect dopamine, and dopamine isn't just what maybe you would think it'd be like happy or love because love starts off as dopamine going from neuron to neuron. It's not the only neurotransmitter, but it is one that gets significantly affected by some medications because some of the medications they're blocking, they have like that type of blocking action with dopamine, um, which can be problematic for certain diseases, like with the elderly that have um, the degradation of dopamine, and that also is with motor function too. So if that happens, it could make it even worse. And not only with motor function, it could also affect maybe dementia too, which can't even have a black box warning, and that would have major contraindications for it. So, um, sometimes with these, it would be like like with Parkinson's, they have other diseases or like other um things that could go on to that could add it onto it. Like if you take a medication for a long period of time, um, that type of medication, it could also have the specific term, it's like Parkinsonian symptoms, where you might have the patient have the symptoms that you might associate with Parkinson's disease. So, let me see. Me just I just wanted to make sure I was saying the correct information. I feel like that's most of the video. Another one that I was kind of thinking about is like Pyxis Administrator, and that works with the Pyxis machine. And so you would load it with medication because in hospitals there are different numbers of patients that come in, it could be organized. Um, you're working with computer systems and there's a reference book on hand that's with the machine just in case you need to troubleshoot something. Different categories, different drawers, um, different types of drawers, like if the medication needs to be more, uh, will have more like security to it. The machine will sense that, and then it has certain things that make it so it's not just something that you can just grab and go, and then there wouldn't be any accountability for it. Of course, there's accountability in general for using it at all times, but that I feel like that could be something with sterile compounding. I'm not completely ruling it out, but um, it has been a little like I think it's more for my reasons of I would like to go out and get my nails done and um I would like to maybe put the training down. So that would be something. And then um, because I would like to add it to the non-sterile compounding that I have experience in. So that's like mainly my thing. That's like a me problem, but I kind of am leaning towards MedRec, even though out of all of them, you talk the most. And that's what I was kind of avoiding the most. Um, so I'll see. I mean, if serial compounding comes up because I was asked what I was interested in, and I feel like, well, they really see your grades and attendance and how you are in class because the professors that you have, they talk amongst each other and they see what they feel like they should, like the direction that they think that you should go through, put you through. So I I feel like it's if I say what I would like to say, which I have been asked more than once, so I think I'm gonna I'm not sure what my answer will be, but I also was thinking about a psychiatric center. They specifically asked if I wanted to work in one because I was also saying that I wanted to work in a challenging environment. I'm sorry, my voice. Challenging environment. So, and I didn't want to work in a box pharmacy. That's like, that was my main thing. So, like or a chain, like a CVS or Walgreens. And I'm sure that some of them, like, some people might enjoy that type of environment, but that's constant interaction with patients in a way that I feel like it's just not my personality to do that. So, at least with MedRec, it seems more, I feel like it's a better standing for me, and it kind of feels like you're doing, um, well, I feel like it's a direction that I might want to take. And other than that, with the Pixis administrator, you don't have to talk as much, so that's another thing. But if you want isolation, you might want to go to a hospital. And that was my thing. I mainly wanted to do um, a hospital externship. So I'll see, but MedRec isn't necessarily at all for my socializing because I've worked a lot, and well, in a pharmacy, and most of the time, well, since I was compounding, I didn't really have to talk to anybody for most of the day, and that was like my favorite thing. So I'm trying to think really hard because I don't want to just say something, but then again, I don't know because I haven't done it yet. So I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. I'm just thinking if I have other things that I wanted to show. No, but I'll try to keep myself occupied because I had to go to the DMV, but I really just want to get it over with to see if everything just goes through. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.